Another pish January day, some more transfer news.
Here with some transfer news, or lack of. There's not really much happening here on this Wednesday morning, but we do have some Africa Cup of Nations updates. We have a potential transfer fee put on Lauren Shankland, and we've also got Clement. Let's talk about his comments post game. He says, "We're going to do some more business. Everybody in the club is aligned around that. And we have now 1 month to do the good business." And that's what I like about January. I do like when the transfer window's open. I like coming on here and, talking mince. Now, yesterday, there was a lot of banter, so to speak, about Rangers potentially paying 5.5 million for Josh Doidge. I can't see that happening, to be perfectly honest. If we're going to spend 5.5 million, it needs to be on a striker. And I get it, we just spent a lot of money, millions on strikers in the summer, but that hasn't worked, right? We have to hold our hands up. It's not worked. We move on. And, I'd like Josh Doidge. And the fact that Yilmaz is now linked with a move to his team, we swap deal in there, paying 5.5 million on a left back that we don't. Barisic is a shite bag. Yilmaz is injury prone and inconsistent. But, I think we can work with him. I don't think if we bring in Josh Doidge, that's going to change my output of us winning the league or, other trophies this season or, go far in Europe. I think if you bring in a good striker who puts the ball in the back of the net, that will. Because goals win games. And talking of a guy whose goals don't win games because he doesn't really score, it's Cyril Dessers. And Nigeria have snubbed him. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of looking forward to this guy potentially getting picked by Nigeria. Because I think if he went, that would have forced our hand a bit more into actually bringing in another striker. And hell, maybe if Fabio Silva gets up to speed, he could be the man we're after. He had about 20 minutes yesterday against Kelly. I can't say I was, massively impressed with the guy, but I can't say I was clinically depressed with the guy either. He came on, he won a few headers, got himself a boot. But I'm not going to judge Fabio Silva after 20 minutes. Let's judge him after a few games. What is the next game against Dumbarton? I'd start him in that. Why not? But I don't really care what the reasoning is here, to be honest. So, let's see what the reason is. He says, "We could have taken 27 players, but the Federation decided to go with 25, and I agree because it's easy to manage this number. 41 players? Jesus Christ." Doesn't really go on to speak about Dessers. He's basically said here, we looked at current form, that guy that plays up front for Rangers is fucking mince. Moving on. Right, Davy Martindale, he's not shy of wanting to get rid of his own players and putting like a price value on them. We've seen him with Joel Newbley in the summer. He essentially, put the guy in the shop window as we're getting all these ads for the Embra News. But yesterday, Hearts did defeat Livingston 2-1. Lauren Shankland missed a penalty just to keep his value down. But Davy Martindale's come out with some pretty controversial comments. He said that he thinks Lauren Shankland is better than Prime Morelos. And here, if he wants to think that, fair enough. I'm going to disagree, right? No, I think Shankland's a much better goal scorer than Prime Morelos, even though Prime Morelos did get quite a few goals. But in terms of an all-round player, Prime Morelos was better. We have to be honest there. Well, that's me. It's a game of opinions. People disagree with it, then fair enough. But he's labelled Lauren Shankland as £45 million, right? And I just don't really understand Martindale's gimmick here, because what's he get out of this? Has he managed to get like a 10% cut for praising Lauren Shankland or something? Because when do you ever hear an opposition's manager come out and price the other team's players? You never hear that. This is the same guy that said in this window he's going to have to be doing his transfer shopping in Primark. Now, apparently, Rangers are skint, so maybe we're going to have to also join them doing aisle 3 in Primark and sign some players. But for this video, it's done. We're getting out of Primark. Will Davy Martindale get past the security bit? I'm pretty sure he'd have lifted one or two things in his past, but he's a changed man, Davy Martindale, and he's a good guy. I like Martindale, but I don't like Livy. They're going down. I want them to go down, and that is simply, I think it's just a matter of time, man. They're on 12 points, and they're not going to sign anybody big, but they did sign a big guy, to be fair, 6'5" guy for Ipswich. But at the end of the day, Livy are done. And I don't know why we're talking about Livy in a Rangers fed, but anyway, sayonara.